Hello, good people. This is Sam here at She Does the Most, and we have a planning video today. We are going to be doing part 2 of increasing storage space in your planner. So I had originally pulled these stickers because I have really been wanting to do this retro 70s vibe spread in my planner. This is unlike anything that I've done before. It's a lot of color, but I'm kind of second guessing it. I felt like my last tip-in video was for Valentine's Day and it was very colorful. And now that I'm looking at these, although I do want to still do a 70s spread, I'm just a little concerned. I'm just like, is this what the people want? Because I also have this neutral plant mom sticker pack that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I got this on it was attached to the front of like a journal. And I'll include the video where I hauled these stickers because I hauled a lot of other great things in that video as well. But now I'm so confused and I'm going back and forth, but I think I'm going to choose the plant one. This is a very muted color scheme, and I'm not sure that these stickers will be enough for what I want to do. And the only thing that I can find that was remotely similar in any of my Dollar Tree sticker packs was this llama one. But I'm a little apprehensive about separating the components because I did want to do a separate llama spread. The pinks kind of match. It's not really tealy, but there was nothing else that I could find that really went with it as far as stickers are concerned. So I put those away, and I did have some rub-on transfers. So let's get into it. Okay, so I love the Dollar Tree rub-on transfers. They are the best thing that I have found, and I love putting them in my planner. So I am getting the sheets that I need. I'm pulling out my pre-planning post-it notes. I'm pulling out my video planning post-it notes. And for anyone who has seen my last Increase Your Storage Space video, you will know that I print my own inserts. These are like a misprint, and these are 2 sheets that I had left over from that video. So in that one that I'll link in the cards and the description box, I created a tip-in. I decorated my planner and I didn't have enough space to document. And so this was kind of an after the fact kind of tip-in. But in this video, I want to do some intentional ones. So I actually want them to be designed into my spread and kind of look a little incognito and like they were meant to be there. So I'm going to be doing 3 different kinds of tip-ins. The first one is just using the rings in your binder or the disc in your planner, but that doesn't really help those who have a spiral bound or book bound planner. So I'm going to do a second kind of tip-in that is horizontal, that I add permanently to my planner, and then this third kind that is vertical. And so you can see here that if you have a vertical layout, you may want a vertical tip-in. If you have a horizontal layout, you may want a horizontal tip-in. But you can also do a vertical tip-in if you want to. If you have a horizontal layout and you want to increase your space across the days, or if you have a vertical layout, you can do a horizontal tip-in because you can increase your documenting space across a few days. You can do them on both sides and increase it across a week. And so that is what I'm showing you guys here. I'm just using that ruler to crease this page, and then I'm using my tape runner to make this a permanent fixture in my planner. In my last tip-in video, I used washi tape, in the color that suited my spread, but this one I want to make it really secure, very permanent. It's not going anywhere. For my third type of tip-in, I'm trying to decide if I wanted it to flip up or down. I felt like flipping up was very typical and something that you may have seen before, so I decided to have it flip down. So I just made that crease and I am lining it up and I am going to use my tape runner. I'm very, I'm trying to be as exact as possible with my lines. I'm not saying that you planner girls are perfectionists, but my God, you guys are perfectionists. So here are my 3 different type of tip-ins. So now that we have everything set up, we are going to decorate. So, back to singing the praises of Dollar Tree rub-on transfers. If you guys have never used this in your planner or for a crafting project, you need to. They have really high-end looking patterns. It looks a lot more expensive, I feel like, than $1.25. And so I am cutting out sections here and I'm just trying to figure out how I want to conceal this first tip-in. So I decided that I'm just going to go with a big, bold square right across my tip-in section. And the rub-on transfers have a plastic backing, and you peel off the whole design, you lay it on your sheet, and then you peel off the backing and the transfer is left on your page. So here I pull down my tip in and I am getting so excited. Tip in where? Where is that tip in? Like you can barely see it. And so this is another way that you can help conceal or just have a more intentional, cohesive design with your tip-ins. Like obviously you're going to see them and it is okay that you see them, but it looks like it was made to be there just by applying a sticker over it and then cutting it. Okay, so I am going to use another piece of my rub-on transfer at a different angle to the side where I have my tip-in at the top, but also part of my original planner sheet. And this just helps with that cohesive look. For my bottom tip-in, it's a little tricky because it will be on both sides, right? And so you kind of have to design for both ways that this tip-in is going to lay. So I don't want to have to document on the back. You can if you want to and you need the extra space, but I'm just going to document on the one side that has the columns. So the back side, I just decide that I am going to put the rub-on transfer all over the back and give it this beautiful wallpaper like just pattern all over the back of this tip-in. So I am going to add a few stickers just to see how things are coming together. I don't want to add too much of the rub-on transfers and then not be able to put my stickers where I want to or where I need to. Now you can definitely put the stickers over the rub-on transfer, of course, like I am doing here, but I kind of wanted to add a little bit of each element to see how it is going. I am using my X-Acto knife and I am gently cutting the sticker as well. So that tip-in is just looking very concealed, very homey over there. So as I flip this bottom one back and forth, when it is on this side, the right side of the paper looks relatively plain. So I need to Oh, before I do that, I am going to add a plant sticker over here and also cut it with my X-Acto knife. So this will be a full plant when the tip-in is on the left side, and just the potted plant portion when it's flipped over to the right. So I want to add a little bit more pop of these blue rub-on transfers, and I am cutting it at an angle over here, which was kind of difficult because my page was slipping all over the place, but it worked out fine. This does have a lot of little design elements on there, and so some of the times the little scraping tool was not the most effective, and I really had to get in there with my fingernails to help rub on the design. I mean, it's fine how it worked out, but I think if I did have fake nails on, it would be a little bit more difficult. But fortunately, I did not have them on for this video. So now I am going to adding some more color and design to my right side of the page. And so I'm cutting a simple strip, and I'm just applying it to the very bottom and rubbing it on. And there we go with a little bit more fingernail action to just help each little fine petal detail come up. I do have some of this left over, but I did have two little triangular cuts, and I didn't want to waste them, so I just added them to two more sections of the planner. I can always pull this in to add small pieces to another spread, but I didn't want to waste any element of it. So, waste not, want not, because I have these little sections, I can always find a little place to put a pop of color to add them. Okay, so now I need to get some of my stickers down. So first I need to orient my paper in the proper way, and I'm not going to be using the ones that have the gold foiled around the edges. I can always use that in another spread, but I decided that I'm going to use the ones at the top that are a little bit more, I wouldn't say they're matte, but just that don't have the gold edges. And so I am just sprinkling these around, trying to add a little bit of pop of color to make sure that there's not too many of the pinks together. I wanted to add some words on this side because we do have that one little quote on the other side. And so, yeah, just sprinkling it around. I did need to adjust this sticker. I wanted to add one over to the left, and this was just a little too close. So it's going to be a similar orientation, but just moving it over a little bit so that when I flip back and forth, it doesn't look too cluttered. This one I decided to go with one of my favorite techniques where you just cut the sticker in half and put one on each side. My rings are not that close together, but I still like the look of them. So now I'm trying to decide if I'm going to use these bullet points now or if I was going to use them when I'm actually doing my after the pen. I did decide that this is not super overly decorated, I don't feel. So I was going to add these little bullet points as a decorative element. But I am really liking the light, airy, non-cluttered look of this. So maybe when I do my after the pen, I won't go really sticker heavy because this just feels like a breath of fresh air. And so I'm just moving my tip-ins all around, really excited about all of the additional space that I have to document. And I'm popping this back into my planner just to see how it is going to look. And I did have to kind of slide it in a kind of funky way because I have a spread behind this that I didn't want to reveal to you guys yet. But thank you for staying with me this long, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, hit your notification bell, make a comment down below. This is what we are looking like in the planner. The rings can jiggle from side to side, so the lines may not be in the perfect orientation, but they do line up, and I absolutely love it. So this is the completed spread, guys. Bye, and I will see you in the next one.